Oh, must have been a bit of rain in the night. Look at it, everything's damp. Fire's gone out. I'm going to bother rekindling this anyway. I've got nothing to cook. But it's quite nice just having the fire here anyway. Smouldering away, it's a bit of comfort. No. Time for the bacon and eggs. I wish. Lake's absolutely flat as a board, so it's about 6 in the morning, so I'm going to try a different fly on and get out there and try around the lake for a while. We've got to get a fish, it's critical. Got nothing to eat, I'm bloody hungry. In fact, I couldn't even eat dinner last night. I actually took about 3 mouthfuls and typically threw it up. For some reason the stomach couldn't handle it, so just been drinking water, that's by a lot. So pretty bloody weak now. It's a bit grim, to tell the truth. Anyway, I'm hopeful that we'll get a fish sooner or later. Get the fire going so it's ready to come back to and fry it up. Got to be an optimist, eh? There's one over there. About time I saw something. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Got breakfast for you. Feeding on the surface. The small bugs, look at that. Another one up there. Come on, you guys. Surely you're like a nice trout fly made out of a feather. Fucking, there's a few jumping around here too. Surely. He's right behind the bloody boat, the prick. Oh. Well, it's about 10 in the morning, 20 past 10. Lake's still pretty calm, so I'm actually thinking of heading back out for another fish. Got the whole day ahead of us. I was going to wait till the evening, but I'm just going to be sitting down around twiddling my thumbs if I stay at camp. So I'm actually feeling a bit better now. I think my body's metabolism's kicked over into burning fat. And I know that because my pee's gone really yellow, and I'm pretty sure it's not dehydration. Drinking plenty of water. I did this the last couple of trips too. It seems to be a point at day 1 or 2. If you're not getting enough tucker in, the body seems to just switch over. So I'm feeling better, yeah, so that's good. Yeah, I could still do with a good feed though. A bit of fish would be lovely, but so I think we might give it a crack. I've been playing around with different ideas. Wondering what we can do. So I've made up a lure, a couple of lures. First one is this one here, just made out of a toothbrush. Not sure if it'll have much action or what'll happen. I've also taken the sink tip that was on my fly line and I've tied it on my nylon here to try and get it down a bit, because I think this will be quite buoyant. Might not float, might not sink very well. I've also played around with the idea of making a spinner out of this. Now this was my striker off my ferro rod. So I don't know what will happen. I've tied a hook on the end and I'll tie the nylon on the other one. Yeah, we'll just see. I'm not sure if it'll spin or just maybe it'll catch a bit of light, look like a silvery fish. I don't know, it might be a waste of time, but got to give it a crack, hey? So I thought I'll give them half an hour each, and that'll probably do it. Another hour in the water. The wind will be getting up soon, and we'll leave it till this evening. You just never know. I tell you what, even though I'm hungry and tired and starving, a bit weak, it's just bloody beautiful out here at the moment. Absolutely beautiful. It's warm, it's quiet, nothing but the bird song. It'd be better if there was a nice fat trout on the end of my line, mind you, but I think it'll happen. It's a matter of perseverance. Pretty easy to give up, I think, when you're getting a bit run down and weak. You're all too easy to tap out and say, let's go home and have a feed. I think that's, when it comes down to it, it's a mind game. You really got to push through it. Famous last words he says as he goes home tomorrow. Hopefully we can keep at it. Be a big motivation boost, big morale boost. If we got a fish or two, we know we're not completely wasting our time. Should be able to. I might just have to try a bit earlier in the morning. Certainly a lot more activity before the sun hits the water, particularly around these edges. I may even try a bit of jigging. That silver striker lure, good name, might be alright jigging actually. Get off one of those headlands here perhaps. Find a bit of, I don't know, how do you tell? It's pretty hard to tell where fish are going to be without a fish finder. Just have to go on guesswork. Well, we're back at camp. Yeah, another couple of hours trolling without success, so it's a stinking hot day now. It's actually almost too hot to be outside. So I'm just going to take it easy for a while. It's what, about midday, so probably got another 6 hours to fill in before I go fishing again. Definitely the fish activity is noticeably increased just at those ends of the day, so yeah, 6 o'clock to sort of 7:30 is probably worth a crack tonight. Meantime, no point in me burning a lot of energy doing much else. If I feel up to it, I might go for a wee wander up the hill and see if there's any possum sign. That's an option. I'll just take it easy for a while, I think, and have a bit of a snooze. Think about how else we can catch these fish. So there, just got to figure out what they're eating, how I can imitate it. Anyway, it's all good. Challenge. Well, if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm making up some tinder bundles. This is the toy I got a couple of days ago. Or was it yesterday? Can't remember. It was all slightly damp. I've had it sitting out in the sun. It's dried crispy and just lovely now. So just tying it into little bunches with a bit of paracord in it. Makes lighting the fire a lot easier when you're working the ferro rod. You have a tendency to knock things around and scatter your tinder in all directions, but by this way you can just strike a spark into the tinder here and she'll go like a rocket. Well, that's the theory. So, bit of a mixture of seed head and this old dried leaf. Crush it up, get it nice and fluffy. I'll let the fire go out at the moment because it's a stinking hot day and there's no point in having it running. There's nothing to cook on it. Don't need the heat. At this stage, the companionship. So we'll light her up when we've got something to go on it. Yeah, done. So I'll do another, I don't know, 10 or dozen of these, and should be just about all I need for the trip. Well, as you probably guessed, I haven't been up the hill. Been hanging around camp. It's been stinking hot. Yeah, it's been hard to get motivated to get up there actually. I've been focusing on the fishing lures and trying to work a couple more designs, and I've played around with a couple I'll show you later, which are not going to be award winners, but at this stage I'm going to try anything. Yeah, I've also started making a net. Here we go, here's the framework. Just a bit of super jack tied up, and we'll probably won't finish that today, but it's quite a tedious process, so maybe tomorrow we'll finish that off and just make it a bit easier trying to get fish out of the water. If I do eventually hook one, get it into the boat, because that's when they get off, almost guaranteed. And it's not easy. I mean, you've got paddles in the way, you've got a fishing rod to deal with, and you're trying to net or manhandle a fish into the boat. That's where the line breaks or they get off, almost guarantee it. And we'll have a crack. Anything that helps has got to be good. Well, it's nearly 6 o'clock, so I think we'll head off for a fish. Lake's pretty calm. Yep. Yeah, lake's calm. Wind's died off. It's been actually a really windy day with all the heat in the air has generated a fair bit of wind, so it's dying off. Hopefully it'll be a nice still evening out there. Yeah, we've got a couple of hours of dark, so we'll give it a while. We've got some different lures and different flies to try out, so we'll try half an hour each and see if we can't find the right recipe. Come back with a bow tomorrow and get you bastards. Well, I've hardly seen a fish jump yet. It's been a very quiet evening. So hopefully, I've still got an hour of light. Hopefully they come on the feed a bit. This area I'm in now is where I've been seeing a lot of fish jumping in the morning, so I've called it Fish Bay. Very original name. Maybe it should be Hard Luck Bay. Anyway, we'll persevere for a while. Just never know, things are going to liven up. Well, no luck with the fishing, never mind. Yeah, I hardly saw a fish jump tonight, so I don't know what was going on. They must have heard I was coming. I'll be in trouble tomorrow, the buggers, so watch out. Yeah, I'll see what the weather brings. It's clouded up tonight, it's quite grey and overcast. There was actually some mare's tails in the sky yesterday, so I'm picking there's a change in weather coming. We'll just have to take that as it comes. Could be a bit of rain in the air too, so not a worry. Looks like dinner is a cup of Manuka tea. So we have a cracker fire going, warming up a bit. It's actually cooled off quite a lot tonight. Yeah, that'll do us. Cup of Manuka tea, good to go. Well, that's what I'm telling myself anyway, so yeah, get some shut eye and have another crack at it tomorrow.